Hello everyone! Welcome to Barca News and welcome to the first official watch along of the season. Today we're watching the Joan Gamper Trophy match. Joan Gamper Trophy match between Barcelona and Como. Now, I know some of you might have seen me go live for a few seconds and then you probably saw a different live that didn't work that it was deleted. That's because I'm using a new live stream software. So this is why I'm like testing this out. I just spent like an hour setting up all these overlays where you'll be able to see the chat on the left, the time clock, all that. So I do apologize about that. I'm still figuring this out. I'm glad that I started doing this, now during Como match, because that way for the season it's going to all be set up. But anyways, let's talk about today's match because it's about to begin. It's the final friendly match of the season. FC Barcelona versus Como. We're gonna see Cesc Fabregas back in Barcelona as a coach. We're gonna see Sergi Roberto because of course he plays for FC Como. We're gonna see Alex Baye, who joined Como over the summer. And don't forget, today Como will be making an official offer to Barcelona for Iñaki Peña. We're going to see how that pans out, whether the offer is acceptable or not. But that, of course, we'll reserve it for the live, for the news videos. Now, this is the official lineup of Barcelona. Joan Garcia in goal. Excuse me. Pau Cubarsí and Ronald Araujo, the two center back pairs. We'll see if that's going to be the two center back pairings for the entire season, or if this is just something that Hansi Flick is trying out. Alejandro Balde on the left and Eddie Garcia on the right. In the midfield, we got Pedri, Fermin, and Frankie. And then up front, this is the surprise: Lamine Yamal and Rafinha on the wings, and Marcus Rashford for Robert Lewandowski in the number 9. As we know, Lewandowski is injured. He's gonna be out 3 weeks. He's going to miss the first 3 fixtures of La Liga. And, of course, the question was going to be who was going to replace him. Was it going to be Ferran Torres? Was it going to be Marcus Rashford? My guess was Marcus Rashford for this match because Ferran Torres was also suffering from some muscle overload. But we'll see once the season begins whether it's going to be Rashford or Ferran Torres because, again, Lewandowski off for the first 3 weeks. But anyways, there we go. The players are now making their way onto the field. By the way, for next watch-alongs, I'm going to be adding sound. I couldn't figure it out. I've been working on this since, I think, 1:30 p.m., like an hour and a half, because this is a completely new software. I usually use StreamYard. I'm using Prism Live. So I spent like an hour and a half just setting everything up, the camera, the audio. I don't even know if the audio sounds good. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. Setting up all these like widgets that you see on your screen, like the time clock, the scoreboard, the how many people are watching, the live chat on the left, all that I had to like set it up. So I'm still figuring it out. I still haven't figured out how to add sound, but for the next watch along, you will have the sound live from the commentators. I guess today it doesn't really matter because I'm watching the match on the Barcelona YouTube channel, and of course the commentators are in Catalan, so I guess it doesn't really matter because neither I or you will know what the hell's going on. But for the next ones, we'll definitely going to have the commentators playing in the back. But right now they're showing the lineups again: Joan Garcia, Eddie Garcia, Balde, Araujo, Cubarsí, Frankie, Fermin, Pedri in the midfield, Lamine, Rashford, Ferran up front. Very excited to see this. I really want to see Rashford in the 9. Of course, I'm guessing during the second half there's going to be a completely change of the lineup. And then they're going to show right now the lineup for Como. And let me pull up this really cool app where I could like start the match time, change the wait, where you go. It's really cool, guys. This is like, I just discovered this today. I'll be able to change the scoreline and everything from here from my cell phone so it appears on the screen. Technology, guys, technology. It's amazing. I still don't know how to use it, but fuck it. We'll learn together. By the way, I'm really regretting my choice for the live chat, the font that I use, because I can't really read it that well. Let me see if I can change it. What if we do it this, or do you guys prefer this, or this, or this? I think this looks better. There we go. Okay. And I'm pretty sure also. Okay, so in Como, we do have Sergio Roberto starting as a fullback. I don't. Alex Baye too. No, actually, Sergio Roberto started in the midfield. Sorry, Alex Baye is starting as a fullback. They have a really weird setup how they put the names here on the channel, but we're about to start. Let's go. We're about to start. Your audio worse only on the left side of the headphones. Shit. See, this is what happens when you use brand new software. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can fix my audio live. Microphone. Down mix. What the hell is down mixing? Filters. Oh, here we go. Match has officially begun. Everyone else, let me know if you're also having an audio problem where you only hear it from the left side. If not, if so, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix it. But here we go. Como attacking. Oh! Whoa! Damn, that was a quick attack from Como attacking from the right. Cross into the box. Como attacker heads it. And Joan Garcia with the fast reflexes. Oh, it looks like he was offside anyway, but... Or maybe he wasn't. No, I think he was offside. But nonetheless, really good long pass. Oh, offside again there. Definitely offside. But nonetheless, it doesn't take away from the great reflexes of our newest signing, Joan Garcia, our goalkeeper. I'm very interested to see, by the way, how Pau Cubarsí and Araujo are going to function for this. But here you go. Frankie de Jong, midfield. Oh, lost pass. By the way, I'm going to also be making a video for the best goals from the preseason. I'm going to be using a different software. Let's see if I can make that one work. But I'm going to be doing a different software where I can, like, you know, pull up the video, pause it, draw things on the screen, things like that. So I'm very, very excited about that. But we'll see. Let's see. Here we have audio mixer. Let me see. And then again, everybody, let me know in the chat section if... Oh, attack. Rashford to Lamine. Ooh. Fermin Lopez shot it, but it did not go in. Man, I almost missed the... Alright, let me see. I've kind of lost my chat function. There we go. Chat function is back on, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, that's a lot of chat. But for some reason, it had stopped working for a second. Let me see my... Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, let me see. Yo says, hey Mo, today has been so boring just waiting for this match. I feel you. I wish I could say the same thing, but I've been trying to set up this song. By the way, great steal by Rafinha. Pass to Rashford. Rashford tried to pass to Rafinha, but Rafinha let it go. Rafinha, Lamine comes from the back, but then they missed it. So Kevin's asking, how are you watching it? YouTube channel, the Barcelona YouTube channel. Just go on YouTube, look up FC Barcelona. You'll get the official channel, and they're streaming it for free. Because as you know, they try to charge for all these matches. It didn't work out. The server crashed. So then they just ended up streaming all of the preseason matches on YouTube. But yeah, so check out the YouTube channel. But anyways, guys, I'm excited to be doing these watch-alongs. And I'm so glad with this new setup, by the way. Let me know if you guys like it. The whole, you know, live chat on the side, the time clock. I'm always open for suggestion. I haven't had breakfast. This is my only breakfast. I've been just working on getting this set up, but that's it. Joan Garcia with the ball. Trying to build up from the back. To Cubarsí. Cubarsí to Balde. Oh, great pass Balde between the two defenders. Oh, that was a nice attempt by Pedri. He tried to do a deep pass, but it got intercepted. Yo says, did you see Crystal Palace won the Community Shield over Liverpool on penalties? I did not see that, but that's pretty funny actually. Let's see. Here we go. Fermin to Lamine. Oh, great pass by Lamine, but it gets intercepted. Man, this match is pretty wide open. It's like a lot of back and forth. Como attack, Barca attack. This is what I said. I was really looking forward. I was really looking forward to this match because I knew it was gonna be entertaining. You know, Como have been doing things right. They've won 4 out of 4 of the preseason matches. I mean, they got promoted from second to first division. And then last season in first division, they end up, I think, 10th. That's pretty amazing for a team that just got promoted to end up in the top 10. And, you know, Cesc Fabregas is doing an amazing job. And who knows, we might have, you know, a future coach there for Barca. I mean, who knows, maybe Cesc Fabregas ends up, you know, becoming like a great coach. Because so far he's been... and then who knows, maybe he could come to Barca. Sorry if I'm eating again. I haven't eaten anything all day. It's 3 p.m. This is my first meal. It's a plain bagel. I don't even have spread on it. Let me see. Alex says I have a delay between you and the game. Oh no. That's weird. How long of a delay? Is it like a few seconds or is it like substantial? Here comes Como. They're attacking from the left, cross into the box. Joan Garcia there to stop it. I don't know if I like that kit for the goalkeepers. It's like the same goal kit for all the goalkeepers across all teams who wear Nike. But anyways, Araujo with the ball. Long pass by Joan Garcia, but gets intercepted. Nice. Rashford with the steal. Oh, long pass from Lamine Yamal to Marcus, but way too long. It goes all the way to the Como goalkeeper. Okay. That's very interesting. Watch how Como are trying to build from the back. You can definitely see the influence of Cesc Fabregas. Very Barca-like. Goalkeeper, 2 center backs out wide, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and then they start from there. You know, pretty much how Barcelona started to build up from the back. And goes Lamine. Ooh, took the ball away from him. Shin says, just finished getting my Blaugrana LEDs around the TV in my Cueva Blaugrana. For the match, got my new home Champions League kit, and let's do this. Biscarsa, nice, that's awesome. Those are the lights that I have, by the way. Those are Blaugrana colors. I know they mix together the light, and sometimes it looks like it's pink or purple. I had a friend who was like, dude, why do you have the, I think he said the bisexual lights. I was like, what do you mean? And apparently in movies, whenever like that purplish hue signifies bisexualism, I don't freaking know. That's what he said. I was like, bro, it's not bisexual lights. They're Blaugrana lights. You know, some lights are blue, some lights are red. But obviously the light mixes together and sometimes it gives that pinkish hue or purplish hue. Alex says, you're in New York. Your breakfast should be a chopped cheese. Fair enough. Now, my breakfast should be like at least something for this bagel. This is like literally a plain freaking bagel. Like there's nothing on it. I don't even have spread. Mino says, Cesc has done a great job, but Como have invested a fair bit into their squad, and the points difference between them and the relegation spot wasn't that big, to be honest. Still great work. Oh, of course. I mean, look, it's a brand new project. They got promoted from second to first division. And then last season, they were their first season in first division in a very long time. They were able to stay there. So, you know, one step at a time, right? You can't go from being promoted to freaking winning the Serie A. It's going to take some time, but nonetheless, I think Cesc is doing a good job. We'll see how they do this season. Maybe Iñaki Peña can help them. Because we definitely need to offload them. We cannot have 4 goalkeepers. Ooh. Man, it must be nice for the people at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, by the way, because I've been to that stadium. I watched the Barca Femini, and it's such a tiny stadium. It only seats like 5,000 people that you're so close to the players. Like if you're in the first row of seats, you can probably like reach out and touch a player. So it must be cool. It still sucks though, obviously, because Barcelona are losing a lot of money on this. I mean, $5,000, 5,000 people, as opposed to like the 58,000 that the Olympic Stadium used to house. That's a big loss of money. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Offsides. The match is still pretty. Alex says spread. Do you mean cream cheese? Yeah, that's what I mean by spread. Cream cheese or something, man. God. So, funny story. My Seamless account, which is the account I used to order food on, it got deleted today. It got canceled or closed. What happened is I ordered food the other night. I was super hungry. I ordered food, and it was supposed to be delivered like something like by 12. It doesn't get delivered. They changed it to 12:30. Nothing. Then they changed it to 1 a.m. Then they changed it to 1:15. And I had ordered this at 11. So by now it's been 2 hours. My food is still not there. I contact customer support. I'm like, yo, like this restaurant is not delivering my food. Like, can you please cancel my order? They're like, no, we can't because they already started preparing the food. I'm like, but they're not delivering it. You know, I ordered it at 11. They've changed the time 3-4 times. It's 1 a.m. I still don't have my food. It's been 2 hours. No, we can't. That's the policy. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, this is a simple transaction. I'm paying for food. I'm not getting the food. Give me my money back. Nope. So I got really mad at them. So apparently, because I called the guy I was talking to idiot. Apparently that's a violation of their community guidelines. So today I got an email saying that my Seamless account has been closed. So I wasn't able to order food. I have to go grocery shopping. But anyways, don't shop on Seamless. Seamless is a trash platform full of idiots. Plus, they definitely rob the restaurants they work with. Like they charge them so many fees that the restaurants barely make any money. They stiff the drivers, and when a driver gets into an accident while delivering the food, it's like they don't even take care of them. Screw Seamless. But anyways, I completely forgot that the game is on while I'm blabbling here about how shitty Seamless is. But anyways, Como's doing a pretty good job of closing all the corridors. Pretty good with the block defending. Look, they have a line of 4-3-3, and they all just move together from side to side. We're gonna have to. The only way is for the team to be able to break that down is gonna have to be quick passes, quick through passes. Uzi says use Uber, Eat, or DoorDash. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna start doing because fuck Seamless. Do not do business with Seamless. Mano says we do cash delivery here for food delivery. The food sometimes gets messed up, but at least we don't get robbed. Com, where is here? By the way, I'm very curious. And Mino also says, imagine Barca going down the Jim Ratcliffe route and cutting off staff benefits and hiking ticket prices to save an extra buck. You know, we're not very far from that because the tickets have been going up and up and up. For the Joan Gamper Trophy match, like this match we're watching, a lot of people were complaining because they were saying that the tickets were like 700, 600 euros. And of course, you know, it does have to do with supply and demand. There's a lot of people who want to watch it, but there's very, very few seats. But that's expensive, man. Soccer is not supposed to be this expensive, or football, you know. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're just these. And just look at the kits. Barcelona, by the way, have the most expensive kits in all of Europe, in all of Spain. Sorry, and maybe in all of Europe. I haven't compared it to other teams, but in Spain they have the most expensive kits, and like by far. So yeah, dude, it's getting more and more expensive, which is a shame. You know, they're copying kind of like the American model. Because here in America, if you want to watch a sport at the stadium, forget about it. You have to sell your kid, your mom and your grandma, because the tickets are so expensive. Except maybe for baseball, but like basketball, football, like American football, it's all so expensive, and I feel like that's kind of like is affecting now football, where tickets and kits and merchandise are starting to get so expensive and out of hand. But ooh, that was a great cross. But the Como attacker did not know how to control it. And then Joan Garcia ends up getting the ball back. Here we go. Fermin Lopez from the right. Man, nobody goes up with them. Rashford to Pedri. Pedri to Coutinho. There we go. Here we go. Coutinho opens it up to Balde. Balde cross and corner kick. Lunge says the number 5 not looking bad on Kuwarsi, man. I'd like to move the number 2. I would have liked to see Bernal with the number 5. Since Bernal is going to be, Bernal is going to be the, or at least they're saying it's going to be the future Boozy. But, I mean, that's the 5 that Puyol wore. And who better to wear Puyol's number than Pau Kuwarsi? Corner kick, intercepted by Como's goalkeeper. But Pedri goes, gets it. Let me see. Pedri opens it up to Balde. Balde crossing to the box. Rafinha's there. Man, Rafinha's playing pretty, he's a pretty, what's called, damn it. I'm like completely blanking on the word, but I see him on the left. I see him on the right. He's having a lot of freedom to move. Oh, actually, it looks like maybe Flick. I wonder if Flick told him to swap or that's just for the attack. Because I'm seeing Rafinha playing all the way on the right and Rashford's all the way on the left. Let's see. Vito says, Mo, when is Thiago coming back? It doesn't look like he is. It looks like Thiago Alcantara wants to coach his own team. They're offering him like some second or third division. I can't remember where. But it looks like Thiago's not going to be coming. Unless, of course, he changes his mind or something. But as of now, no. Ashun says, tell me about it. I spent nearly $180 for my custom kit and it's not even authentic. Man, I ordered one from the website. And it was like $190. And that's with the discount. For the Peña discount. It's crazy. So it's getting out of hand. And Alex says, watching Europe going down the American path is a shame. Yeah, absolutely, man. You know, just greed. Everybody wants to make $1 million off nothing. Let's see. Jose Fernandez says, I wonder if Kunde will inherit the number 2. That's a good question. Probably not. Because Kunde has had the same number since he arrived. And so far, you know, he hasn't changed even when numbers have become available. But there is a chance. There is a possibility. And Mantamanti says, no worries, Mo. I paid the ref pretty well. Nice. How much did you pay? If you want to tell us. And Lunge says, Boozy's number is not 16. I know he took Puyol 5 at the end. Are you saying that Boozy's number was initially 16 and then he took the 5? Mark says, I don't know if it's just me, but all of your audio is only going through my left headphone. Damn it, you're the second person that tells me that. Let me see if I can figure it out. Again, this is a brand new software. I have not used this software. Let me see. Microphone. No, I got it balanced left and right. Right? I have no idea why it's doing that. Let me see. What channel is this? Okay. Let me know if this works or did this just make it louder. Wait, where's the chat? Wait, where's my chat? Right here. Okay. Okay, let me know, Vito or someone, let me know if Sorry, Mark. It wasn't Vito Vito. Mark, let me know if this fixed it. Is it still no audio? No. Fuck. How about now? Your audio is now super low. Okay, let me fix this. How about now? Is it better now? Oh. Pedri long pass to Lamine. Ooh, beautiful control by Lamine. Cuts through the middle. Ooh, shot and then misses the post. Misses the goal. Goes right past the post. My beats are audible on both sides. Better. I can't hear you without headphones now. Good now. It's good now. Better. Okay, good. So that was definitely not. Now, louder, still left ear only. Hey Mo, if Rashford establishes himself as a reliable number 9, would you still want the club to sign a new striker to replace Lewa next season? That's a tough question because it's all gonna oh, Fermin Lopez, goal! Beautiful steal by Fermin, and then let me wait. How do I do this? Match time. I have no idea how to change the scoreboard. I'm still learning, guys. I'm still learning. Sorry. But beautiful goal by Fermin Lopez, who's rocking them curls. Look at those curls. It was a great interception by Fermin Lopez, and then he puts it in the left. Here's the replay. The goalkeeper tries to open it up with his right back. Right back makes a huge mistake of passing the ball to the middle. I don't know why would he do that. And then Fermin Lopez was right there to intercept the pass and then put the ball in the top right corner. Terrible mistake by the Como right back. Defending 1-on-1, when you have the ball, when you're building from the back and there's pressure on you, you never ever pass the ball to the middle. That's the same exact thing that happened with Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey, where they pass. I can't remember who makes the pass. I can't remember if it was Modric, but he makes the pass to the middle. Koundé there intercepts it and then scores goal. Same thing here. Como's right back makes the pass to the middle. Fermin Lopez intercepts it and then scores a goal. And now let me figure out how to. Let me see. Score right here. Yay! I changed the score. Now the scoreboard says 1-0. Let's go. Still figuring things out, guys. But at least I'm figuring it out here in the Joan Gamper Trophy match. That way when the season begins and, I can actually know what the hell am I doing. Which is right next weekend. But let's see. Chinchas figures I walk away for a sec and we score. Shima, man, you need to start walking away more often. Especially when the season begins, Nunge says, Como needs to sign Peña, man. The keeper should have done better. I don't care about the goalkeeper as long as they sign Peña. Because we're running out of time and we need Peña signed because, we have 4 goalkeepers, man. 4 goalkeepers. What are we going to do with 4 goalkeepers? But, anyways. Vito Vito says there have been rumors on Marc Bernal potentially playing on center back now that Iñigo left. No. It could work because he's left-footed. No. Marc Bernal, the club have their full faith in Marc Bernal on him becoming our, future number 5. Well, now it's Cuarsi number 5, but you get it. Our, pivot. Right? Our boozy. So I don't see them sacrificing his talent to put him as a center back. It's like I always say, just because a player can play in a certain position doesn't mean that he should. A player should always play where he shines the most, right? It's kind of like Araujo, right? Maybe not this last season, but the one before. Could he play as a right back? Sure, but his best position was center back, so that's where he should play. It's like Fermin, right? He's played as a left winger. Can he play there? Sure. Should he? No, because obviously he's much better in the midfield. So just because someone can play in a position doesn't mean that they should. They should play in where they shine the most. Let's see. Evgeny says, what do you think about Rafinha, False 9, and Araujo so far? I haven't seen much from Araujo, honestly. Not because he's sucking or anything. It's This match has mostly been a fight in the midfield more than anything else. Great pass by Lamine, but Como's goalkeeper gets there first. Let's see. Jose says every score Barca scores is another reason for Como signing Peña. Yeah, I mean that's what I would be using, right? I'll be in the presidential box there with the Como representatives. Be like, oh, see, another goal. You better up that offer for Iñaki. Oh, another goal. The offer now better be 10 mil more. And it's like every goal, I'll just raise the price by 10 million. Next thing you know, it's like 100 mil for Iñaki Peña. Can you imagine? Frankie de Jong, deep pass to Rashford. Good. Oh, no, that's Balde. Wow, that was racist of me. Balde to Rafinha, but ball goes out. By the way, if I was Iñaki Peña, I would totally take that deal to Como. Have you guys seen where their stadium is? It's literally right on Lake Como. Like, it's like the water and the stadium right there. It's beautiful, man. I would totally go there. Plus, you know, he'll be reunited with Sass, with Sergi, with Alex Baye. No, not a bad place to be. Plus, it's a project on the come up, so I think it'd be a good project for him. But corner kick, Rashford. Ooh, man, that was almost an Olympic goal, but foul on the goalkeeper. Alex says, my girl is mad because I'm ignoring her to watch the game while listening to your stream. Too bad my club over everyone. Absolutely. Your girl has to understand that 2 hours a week to watch Barcelona is sacred. Plus, it's just 2 hours. It's not too much to ask, you know. It's not like you're watching, every La Liga team, and then when they're not playing, you're watching every Premier League team and every Serie A. It's just 2 hours a week. You know, how many hours are in a week? 24 times 7. However that might be, 70, 140, I don't know, 168 maybe. 2 out of those, that's not a lot, you know. Let's see. Uzi says there was a rumor yesterday about Chelsea being interested in Araujo. I thought it was a joke until I checked my OneFootball app. Whenever there's a rumor linking Chelsea to someone, most likely it's true. You know, Chelsea they're just linked to everybody, man. I mean, seriously, they're just playing a whole different sport. While the rest of the clubs are playing, football, and their goal is to score goals, win matches, and win trophies, Chelsea thinks that winning a championship means buying players. Like, they must think that whoever signs the most players is the winner. And, no one has told Ted Bowley, who's their new owner, the American owner, no one has told them that it's not about signings. It's about, goals and points. But I think he thinks that the team with the most players at the end of the season is the winner. Because, my God, I've never seen a team sign like they sign. It's just reckless at this point. Let me see. Mito says, Araujo suits Flick's system. He sticks to the defensive line, slowly learning offside trap. The thing is, it's not just the offside trap. Is you have to be technically able. You have to be able to read the field. You have to be able to anticipate. You have to be able to build from the back. And yeah, of course, you have to do the offside trap too. And that's what all those things is what Araujo's struggling with. Because Araujo's more of a destroyer kind of defender. Like, he's the more reactive kind of defender versus proactive kind of defender. And what do I mean? Reactive is someone, all right, the opposing team has the ball. Araujo, he's going to get it back. 9 out of 10 times he's going to get it back. But in Flick's system, you have to be proactive, not reactive. That means you have to anticipate. You have to anticipate the opposing team not getting the ball to begin with. Right? But, and that's the problem with Araujo. Araujo reacts to once the team gets the ball. By the way, brilliant run by Lamine Yamal in between. Beautiful bike. And then he tries to... Man, it got heated. Lamine Yamal was trying to fight with that guy. He's like, hey, bro, don't fucking push me, man. I was sick on you. All these short people from my party. Alex Gonzalez says Chelsea sent me contract to sign. I'm waiting for the Barca contract. Just sign a Chelsea one, bro. They're gonna pay you way more money than Barca. Might as well. You might not play, but that's okay. You can become a millionaire. Shane says, well, Chelsea did smoke AC Milan 4-1 today, so there's that. Yeah, but at the same time, it is AC Milan. I feel like my dog can smoke them at this point. My dog is really good with the ball, by the way. All right, hydration break. Hydration break. Hydration breaks are very interesting. They were definitely never a part of football. Is that something new? Well, let's see. Herman Omar says, hey, Mo, how much does Barca need to register all players without the sales of VIP seats? Whew. A lot. Honestly, I don't know the exact figure. I couldn't tell you. But they're saying that with Martin Sagan now signing his medical records or authorization, and with the exit of Iñaki, plus, you know, the exits of Ansu Fati, Lenglet, Pablo Torre, and the 10 million or 11 million from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, all of that might be enough to register Juan, Garcia, Gerard Martin, and Chesney. That still leaves Marcus Rashford with no registration. But if Iñaki Peña leaves to Como, that could definitely help. Even though I can't imagine it be Iñaki alone would be enough, because I can't imagine Iñaki Peña's salary being that high. But yeah. Dabs says, one credit we have to give Chelsea is that they have been doing the best business single Todd Bowley. They have been scamming Arsenal for a while now. And Chin says, I need a hydration break as well. Modelo, here I come. Oh man, a beer would sound amazing right now, but since I haven't had anything to eat all day except for this like sad bagel, I'll probably get way too drunk. And the last thing I want to do is be drunk on this live stream. That might not go too well. Kill Bill says, nope, we don't have a buyback option on Bayer. Let's see what else. Jack says, Chelsea, when asked why they signed everybody, technical decision. Yeah. And Massimona says his passing has also improved and the confidence. Are you talking about Araujo? Absolutely a little bit of improvement. Kill Bill says, this is why I wanted Alex Bayer to stay. He is so good. He's good. I wouldn't say he is so good. He's definitely not better than what we already have. Let's see. Dabson says, one credit. Oh, wait. I already read that. NK says, Fabregas' tactics are wild. The press against Barca's high press has compressed the pitch to be so small, and Barca are building up from the back. Also, they target their wide players during attack. And Evgeny says, how many likes for a drunk watch along? Let's do 200 likes for a drunk watch along. Wait, how much? We're at 29. Yeah, 200 likes, and I'll do a drunk watch along. Alex says, Mo, drink a beer. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I mean, it's gonna be almost. No, it's 3:40 over here. I was gonna say it's gonna be almost 5 o'clock here. Let's see, Pedri to. Ooh, that would have been a great pass from Pedri to Lamine, but it got intercepted. Let's see. Calvin says, Guy, I think Lamine is not putting much effort. I don't know. He's had a few 2-3 runs where he took the ball all the way. I wouldn't say that's not putting effort. But then at the end of the day, it is a friendly match. It is a preseason match, so. Massimola says, Mo, honestly, do you think we can get Konate for free and Alvarez or Isaac with the money? No. We can't. We're not in no position to be spending 100+ mil, even next summer. And we shouldn't, even if we were. We're barely getting out of the financial hole that we're in. And the first thing you want to do is go spend 150 on Isaac or 150 on Julian. It's just not worth it. Man, Fermin is cooking. How is that not a yellow, by the way? The guys just totally hold him from the back. Lamine Yamal coming from left. He cuts in the middle. Ooh, falls to Rafinha. Rafinha took too long, man. He definitely hesitated. He didn't know if he wanted to pass or kick. And now gave plenty of time for the goalkeeper to get set up. Yeah, he should have hit that first. I don't know why he decided to control. He definitely hesitated there. Gilbert said, I hope Rashford will show up. I want him to start over Ferran. Hopefully. I mean, honestly, I don't care who starts over whom. I just want whoever is best. Oof. Fermin Lopez out of the box. Another goal! Bro. Fermin Lopez again from outside the box. Puts it right at the top left. Fermin is just making a case for himself, saying, I'm here not only to stay, but I'm here to start over Dani Olmo. Wow, what a match by Fermin Lopez. Again, right place at the right time. Was there for the rebound. Gets the ball and just cold-blooded, man. Ice in his veins. Just puts the ball right in the top left corner. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. Barcelona 2, Como 0. Double by Fermin Lopez. And here's the replay. Frankie de Jong to the outside of the box. Fermin puts it right in the top left corner. Great goal again. I thought it had bounced to Fermin, but no, it was actually a back pass from Frankie de Jong. Great job by Frankie de Jong because he could have shot it, but there were so many defenders in front of him that he took the right decision. Instead, he passed it to the outside of the box where there was plenty of space, and there was Fermin ready for the reception and ready to put it right in the top bucket. Great. 2 goals now by Fermin Lopez. Again, Fermin just making a case. Telling Flake, hey, man, I'm here. Do not sleep on me. Let's see. Alex says, wait, it's 3 p.m. and you haven't had breakfast. I'm in LA. That's crazy. Yeah, man. Sundays are my sleep days. So I woke up at 12, took my dog out to the dog park. We were out for like an hour and a half. Came back at 1:30, and from 1:30 till 3, I was just setting this up. Oh, here we go again. Marcus Rashford, cross to Rafinha, goal! Beautiful play again. This is what I was saying. The game was so stuck in the middle that we needed those quick passes through the defensive lines. And that's exactly what happened here. Quick pass to Rashford. Rashford crosses to Rafinha, and then Rafinha with the goal, man. And I'm pretty sure the whole thing was started by Fermin Lopez. If so, man, Fermin on fire right now. I want to see the replay. I want to see who sets up Marcus Rashford. Now, Fermin Lopez starts the whole thing. Great pass from Fermin to Marcus, and then Marcus with the cross to Rafinha, and then all Rafinha had to do is push it in. Wow. Great play. These are the kind of plays that we need to be seeing more often. Quick pass to the winger and run, cross to the middle, and then whoever's there just to push it in. That's how you unlock defenses when it's getting too crowded, because the Mitchell was way too crowded because Como was doing the high press, Barca was going a high press, and the whole fight was just like right in that middle of the field. Let's see. Whoo! The chat is exploding. Scalio says, dang, they did all switcheroos with Rashi and Coutinho. Yeah, they've been, I've noticed a lot all throughout the matches, they've been switching. I've been seeing Rafinha from the right. I've been seeing Rafinha come from the left, from the middle. It looks like Flick has given him a lot of freedoms to switch back and forth. And look, Rafinha now is on the left. And Rashford is going through the middle. But here we go. Lamine, ooh, beautiful play by Lamine. Cross, but there's nobody there. See, this is what it's like when you have, you know, these fast-paced players like Lamine, Rafinha, and Rashford. It just makes the field so much wider and it stretches out defenses, which leaves a lot of openings, a lot of holes. Oh, misunderstanding there between Eric Garcia and Lamine Yamal. It's like, you get it. No, you get it. Oh, shit. Nobody got it. Ball went out. Pito says, summer Barca should consider selling Olmo considering the injuries. Bro can't play more than 5 games without getting injured. Then he is unavailable for a month. You know, I'm totally for doing that, but it's not going to happen. Olmo's not going to want to leave. You know, almost ever since he left Barca, his dream has been to come back. Finally, he comes back. He's not going to want to leave. And 2, I don't. If we do sell Olmo now, it's probably going to be for a loss. Because remember, there's amortization, right? We paid 60 mil for him. That's 12 mil per year. He's only been here 1 season. That means we've only amortized 12 million. So that, you know, that means we still owe 48 million on him. So we would have to sell him for 48 million or more to not end up with a loss. So I just don't see that happening. But yeah, we should have never signed him to begin with. Again, nothing bad about Olmo. Olmo's a great player, but yeah, you're right. The injuries, and plus we never needed him. We had so many, you know, Pablo Torre had to leave because we have so many midfielders. And now it's like, all right, what do we do with Olmo or Fermin, right? It's like, I don't know, man. Let's see. Man, Lamine Yamal is just cooking. He's just cooking Como's left flank. Let's see. Bito says, hot take next summer. Oh, wait, I already read that. Sulaiman says, I think are good to go for a new season. Evgeny says, I love Olmo, but in 1 and 2 years, I see him sold and Fermin and Dro taking over. I mean, Fermin Lopez could have taken over since last season. There was no need to sign Olmo. But yeah, Dro, you got to remember, Dro is also on the come up. But Dro might still need some time, you know, maybe another season with Barca Athletic while training with the first team. But yeah. Oh, great pass to Rashford. Oh no, that's Balde. God damn it, I gotta stop doing that. I keep confusing Balde and Rashford. That's very racist of me. Eddie says, who the hell entertained the idea to sell Fermin? Yeah, I don't know why. And by the way, people still hate on Fermin all the time. I see it in the comment section like, oh, Fermin sucks. I don't know why anyone would see in him, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? How? Ooh, great steal by, ooh, wow. Great steal by Rafinha. Passes it to Lamine, and then all Lamine has to do is push it. Dude, Rafinha has gotten so good at these. Remember the goal against Real Madrid? Same thing. Just sneaks up on a defender from the back, stretches his leg, steals the ball. And he's gotten so good at that. And he did it again. Same exact as against Real Madrid, where he steals the ball. I think it was from Carvajal, if I remember correctly. Then he passes it to Ferran. Ferran passes it back, and he pushes it in. And this time, you know, same thing, man. Rafinha goes up, steals the ball, passes it to Lamine, and all Lamine has to do is steal it. Look at that. See, he sneaks up on him, stretches that leg, and then that's it. They're fighting that. They're arguing whether it's a foul or not. Come on, Como. 4-0 or 3-0. Is it going to make that big of a difference? You're still getting spanked. Let's see. Sulaiman says, I think our... wait, I already read this. Mito says, who do you think Barca should go for now that this Lewandowski last season, if we can even afford anyone? Ooh, that's a good question. And honestly, I don't know. Because I don't know who's going to be available next summer. So I think it's a little bit too early to discuss who could be the replacement. Man, Como need this half to just end already. I mean, this is bad. Hamad Omar says, I have strange feeling that Gabi will leave this season. No, I don't think Gabi will leave. Man, Gabi is Barca. Like, Gabi loves Barca like no one else. I don't see him leaving. Look at that. I don't think that was a foul. Was that a foul? Let me see. I want to see the replay. I think he does get his legs, but he also gets the ball. It might have been a foul. Maybe Como players were right. Maybe it was a foul. But at the end of the day, who cares? 3-0 or 4-0. It's still the same. And it's a preseason match. If this was a La Liga match, I'll be like, all right, yeah, that's not cool. Zach says, had we not bought Olmo, we'd have more money to spend this summer and the midfield would still be stacked either way. Had we not signed Olmo, we would have had 60 million extra last summer. We wouldn't have had to go through the embarrassment of being the talk of everyone by starting the season having Olmo not registered. We wouldn't be gone through the whole needing to sell seats to register Olmo. We wouldn't have to go through that whole embarrassment of everybody talking to us about us when we started the second half of the season and Olmo wasn't registered. We wouldn't have to gone through lawsuit just to eventually get him registered anyway. I mean, this is nuts, man. Everything that we did to sign a player that we never needed, it's just crazy to me. M. Shin with the donation. I don't know if I could show these like StreamYard where the donation can be. Let me see. Yeah, I don't think you can like pin it to the screen. But Shin with a donation says, forgot to tell you, you convinced me to get the Black Mamba kit. I got Lamine, but the damn thing is on back order till mid-September. Mamma mia. I swear Nike doesn't like to make money. They're always out. They're always back ordered. And it's like, yo, can you just make that, enough kits? Like, what the hell? But, dude, I'm very excited for my Mamba kit. My friend bought it. He lives in Texas. He woke up in the middle of the night to order it. I couldn't because I had work, so he bought his and mine. So it obviously shipped to his house. He already has it. He's had it since last week. He told me he was going to ship it to me this week, but, I mean, I'm not in a hurry, obviously. He did me a huge favor waking up in the middle of the night to ship it, but I can't wait to get it. He is visiting me in a few weeks, in a couple of weeks. So maybe he'll bring it with him, or maybe he'll ship it. I don't know. Hopefully he ships it. I got Gabi's number 6. I already had Pedri's. But I had Pedri when he was, is that number 18? So I don't have his number 8, but that's okay. Also have Frankie's. I've had Frankie's for a long time. Oh, great steal by Lamine. Great pass to Lamine. Rashford takes on the goalie. What? Bro. Rashford. Bro. He did all the work. He takes down the goalkeeper. Empty net. And he pushes it out. Great steal by Lamine Yamal. Passes it to Rashford. Rashford makes the run. Takes on the goalkeeper. Another defender. And then Rashford, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Nonetheless, though, great play. Great steal by Lamine. Same as the steal as Rafinha. And then Rashford, seeing that, anticipating it, making the run. Taking down a goalkeeper and a defender. And then, the last touch. But, hey, nonetheless. Wow. I can't believe that. But, oh, man. Wait, where did my chat go? My chat keeps disappearing on me, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Wow. I cannot believe that happened. Ooh, that was a high leg. How is that not a yellow card? Shin says you should get your friend live on a podcast. So he's actually the president of the Houston Peña, the one I was talking about yesterday. Man. But here you can see like Rashi's 1v1 skills, how he takes the goalkeeper and the Como defender. Obviously, he misses the last touch, but nonetheless, I mean, you can see the skills there. Wait, where is my chat, guys? What the hell? I don't know why my chat now is on top and I can't read it. What the hell? Oh, there we go. My chat had disappeared on me. All right, halftime now. Let me stop the clock. But that could have been 5-0. That's insane. Okay. Wow. I can't believe Rashford missed that. But anyways, good first half by Barcelona so far. It started out a little bit. The match was a little bit stuck, I guess, with Como's high press and Barcelona's high press. It was like a big fight in the middle field. that made the midfield made the field a lot smaller, with both teams struggling to get out of the other team's pressure. But then as time went by, Barcelona felt a little bit more comfortable, and then they started breaking that defensive block with long passes. Came Fermin Lopez's goal, being at the right place at the right time there, intercepting Como defenders, pass to the middle, huge mistake. He gets the ball, scores from outside the box. Then again, second goal by Fermin Lopez, where Lamine makes a run into the box. It gets a little bit stuck. Frankie's there to make the pass to the outside of the box. Fermin Lopez there, scores from outside the box again. And then the third goal, Rafinha stealing the ball from the defender, passes it to Lamine, who pushes it in. And then finally the fourth goal, where it was the opposite, right? Wait, who scored the fourth goal? Oh, fourth goal, Fermin Lopez pass to Rashford, who crosses it to Rafinha and pushes it in. So Barcelona, initially struggling with getting out of that press, but eventually finding a way on how to do it through those long passes and through the inattention of Como's defenders with all those ball steals. But good first half. Let's see who Flick brings on during the second half. I imagine he's going to switch out everybody. So we'll get to see Rooney Bargi, and we'll get to see the other Barcelona players. So I'm very excited. Let's see. There's Fermin Lopez's goal. Intercepts it and then puts it in the right-hand corner. Big mistake, by the way, by the Como fullback. Why would he pass it to the middle? And there was Fermin, just right place, right time to steal it. Same exact goal as Koundé's goal against Real Madrid in that 3-2 in the Copa del Rey. Defense 101. You never pass the ball to the middle of the box, because that's what happens. Your opposing team can steal it, and then they're left hand-to-hand with the goalkeeper. Here's the second goal. Lamine makes a run into the box. No, wait. This was not second goal's replay. Let's see. Kay says Rashford is on loan. It doesn't matter if he flops or not. Our main guys will always kill it. I mean, it does matter. You also don't want a wasted loan, right? Because we are paying his salary. It's not like he's playing pro bono. Sure, we didn't pay a transfer fee, but you still want him to succeed, Otherwise, you're just wasted his salary. That was a great play by Lamine, by the way. That replay that they're showing. The bicycle. And there it is. Here, this is the second goal. Lamine Yamal makes a run into the box. But too many legs. It gets a little crowded. And there's Frankie, makes the pass to the outside of the box. And then Fermin Lopez with a beautiful shot. Just places it in the top left bucket, man. It looks so effortless. Alan says there's a project player called Sergio Roberto for Como. We should keep an eye out for. Yeah, and I hear he can play in different positions. So maybe we should keep tracking him. What says great performance by the first team. Everyone was great. Yeah, no complaints. I didn't see anyone who I was like, oh, man, this guy sucks. Then it says, poor Rashford, bruv. Yeah, it's okay. He'll find the back of the net. That was just a fluke. Kelvin says, Rashford is a topic to discuss tonight. I don't think so. I think Rashford did great. It's just this one was, it happens. They're showing right now the third goal where Fermin Lopez sets it up to Rashford. Rashford makes the run, beats the Como defender on the speed, and then puts a beautifully placed cross to Rafinha. And then Rafinha, all he has to do is just push it in, man. That was a great goal. That was a great play. I want to see more plays like that where, someone in the midfield, whether it be Fermin, Frankie Pedri, just puts a quick pass to the winger who can then use his speed to beat the defenders and then a cross into the box. We need to see more of those plays. And now that we have so many fast people on the wings like Lamine, Rashford, Rafinha, we can definitely do those plays more often. But, man, Lamine has just been cooking Como's defenders on Barca's right flank. And here's the fourth goal. Rafinha steals the ball, passes it to Lamine. All Lamine has to do. It looks to me like a foul, honestly. Maybe if VAR had intervened, that could have been counted like a foul. But it's Joan Gamper Trophy match, doesn't really matter. Let's see. Says, hey Mo, we have so many technical players in the midfield. The only thing I think we are missing is a physical presence. Mark Bernal is definitely a physical presence. He's tall, he's big, he's strong, very, very physical player. But do I believe we need physical presence in midfield? No. Barcelona have never needed physical players in the midfield. Whenever we've made the mistake of thinking we need physical players, it's never worked out. You know, remember Kessié? Oh, we need a strong midfielder. It didn't work because I can't believe Rashford missed that. I'm watching the replay right now. Great steal by Lamine Yamal, though. And then Rashford with the run takes on the goalkeeper, takes on the Como defender, and then just completely misses a wide open goal. But yeah, I don't believe for 1 second that we need physical midfielders. We've never needed to. We need technical midfielders. I mean, look at our two greatest midfielders, Xavi and Iniesta. Tiny, tiny guys. But yet they were the best because they were so technically able. Busquets, our pivot, our best pivot. That guy was never physical. Sure, he was tall, but the guy was as skinny as a twig. So we've never needed that. Shin says, I'm praying for Rashford to do so many great things this season for his benefit as well as ours. Amen, my friend. Amen. And DJ Caleno says, bro, you the only Barca blogger who I can relate to. You understand football and clue. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate those words. And says, hey, Mo, we have so many... Oh, wait, I read that. Street Fighter says, I see why they want Peña. Yeah, dude, their goalkeeper is trash. Oh, my God. Or maybe he's just having a bad night, but their goalkeeper is not impressing me whatsoever. Ukwa Jr. says, I'm enjoying the match. Me too, my friend. Street Fighter says, let not fight today. Dwight Romeo says, Como needs Peña ASAP. Yeah, dude, Como need ASAP. Like, ASAP. It's crazy. And Edward says, Gavi is as physical as you can get. He's a Barca N'Golo Kante. I see that. But the thing is, a lot of people forget about Gavi because he is physical and he fights for every ball. People forget that he's also very technically able. He's not just, a physical player who's always like going at it head to head 100%, but he's also a very technically able player. Vidal La Gemini says Kessie was a good signing. I mean, he spent most of the time on the bench. I wouldn't call that a good signing. Masimola says, am I the only one who didn't know Mo had a family? I thought he was bringing Latinas from the club world. I don't. I mean, a family as in parents and siblings, yeah, but I'm not married. I only have my dog. That's my family here. But no, I'm not married. I don't have kids. And I do love Latinas. So, just saying. Let's see. Then it says we used to have Adama Traore. Yeah, who also didn't work out, Venu says, hello, Mo, watching from India. I hope you do more watch-along. I'm going to be doing a watch-along all season long, my friends. All season long. Every single match, as long as it's on the weekend. Because remember, during the week I work. So like Champions League matches, unfortunately, I won't be able to do watch-alongs because I'll be at work. I do watch the matches at work. Shh, don't tell my boss. But obviously, I can't do a watch-along. I can't be there in the office with the light, camera, mic, and me screaming like, let's go! People are going to be like, the fuck are you doing, bro? But I'm doing a watch-along every single match as long as it's on the weekend. If one day this channel grows enough where I could live off of it, then I will do a watch-along every single match. But for now, this channel barely makes any money. So, I'm stuck working. So, unfortunately, I cannot do a watch-along for every single match. Ashimeru says, oh, my God. Seeing Fermin played made me realize that we didn't actually need Dani Olmo. Not saying Olmo is bad. Thank you. I've been saying that for so long. But people just don't want to listen to me. They're always, mad at me. I don't know why. I used to say Xavi sucks, and people hated me. And it wasn't until he left and Flick came that people realized that I wasn't just saying that because I hated him. It's because he truly sucked. I used to say Rafinha sucked. And people hated me until finally he had a great season. And then people saw that I was right, that he was sucking the first two seasons. I said that we didn't need Dani Olmo last summer. And people went crazy on me. And now finally they're seeing it. That yes, we didn't need him. Not because Olmo's bad. Olmo's a great player. But we didn't need him. Just because someone's great doesn't mean you have to sign him. Wow. Kevin says, Como wears white and Barcelona boys thought it was Real Madrid. think that happens to every team that wears white. It's just subconscious, you know. The players are like, And they see white, and they see red. You know what I mean? And like, we're fucking this up. Now, I'll see the Barca players warming up on the field. My guess is everybody's getting switched out. There's Kunde. I see Gerard Martin. We'll see if Christensen gets minutes. Maybe it'll be Christensen and Gerard Martin, my guess. And probably Chesney in the goal. We'll probably see, Kunde as a right back. I wonder who's going to play as a left back. If it's going to be Jofre Torrents. And then in the midfield, we'll probably see Gabi. We'll see Casado probably. And an attacking mid. I wonder if Olmo's going to be available. But we're probably also going to see Ferran, Bargi. And I wonder who's going to be on the left. But we'll see. I'm excited to see who's going to come in the second half and how they do. Jose says, Mo, I'm looking forward to seeing Christensen as one of our center back options. I think he is skillful and still has a lot to give. I think so too. This is why, like, when Iñigo got, when I was talking about Iñigo leaving, I was like, look, man, I love Iñigo. I think it's a big loss. But it's no reason to panic, because at the end of the day, Iñigo still, we still have other options. So as much as I hated seeing Iñigo leave, we still have plenty of center backs, and they're all good. So no reason to panic. But again, that doesn't mean that I wasn't sad when I saw that Iñigo was leaving. I thought he was an amazing defender, a great leader on and off the field, like a captain without an armband. But no reason to panic. We have Cubarsí, we have Christensen. If Araujo can improve, we have him. We have Eric. We have options. And my man Choo Choo with the donation says, Mo, with the watch along, enjoying the game. I'm loving the game. The game was great. Can't believe Rashford missed that. It could have been 5-0, but it's all good. It's not like 4-0 is a bad result. And we still have the second half, of course. But remember, guys, watch alongs all season. This is going to be part of the channel. It's not just use videos and post-match live analysis and podcasts, but watch alongs as well, as long as the match falls on a weekend, because, again, I do work during the week. And Shin says, Barca flags up on the house today. Also, wife asks, what other women do you know who'd let you do that year after year? Cecil looks like a castle. I love it, man. You got a good wife there. If she's letting you turn the house into a Blaurana castle. Alex Narnia says, Mo, I wish that Araujo goes somewhere else. I hate him. Don't need to hate him, man. I mean, it's okay if you don't like him as a player, but hate is a little bit too strong. I mean, these are people we've never met, that we don't know anything about besides what they do on the field. And, you want to criticize a player for what he does on the field, that's fine, but hate seems a little bit too strong, Sean says, the vibe at the stadium is lit. Hope the vibes remain when the team returns to the Camp Nou. Amen. I mean, I can't imagine the stadium being loud when they first return. There's only going to be a capacity of 27,000 people in a big freaking stadium. So it's going to be like a small crowd in a big building. But, hopefully as the stadium reopens more and more, that we get a good party. And Chuchu says, Flick, get my bro Dro in, please. Yeah, we'll probably see Dro. My guess is going to be probably Dro, Gabi, and Casado in the midfield, with maybe Christensen, Gerard Martin, Kunde, and Torrents in the defense. And up front, it's probably going to be Ferran. What's his name? Rooney Bargi. And I don't know who would play through the left. But the players are coming back in. Let's see. Mante says, now working that match right now, but how is Rashford doing? Rashford actually did good. He had a great assist. And then he missed a clear goal. He Lamine stole the ball, passed it to him. Rashford takes down the goalkeeper, takes down the defender. Empty net. And he, pushes the ball out of bounds. But I think Rashford had a good first half. I wonder if Rafinha is still going to come in, so he can play with Bargi and Ferran. Cause yeah, we'll see Ferran is coming in. Kunde is coming in. LZ3 Glika blah, blah, says, hi Mo, you always talk that Olmo is better than Fermin. Do you still think so? From my opinion, is Fermin much better? He's a fighter, much stronger than Olmo. Yes. Look, skill-wise, I think Olmo is more skilled. Performance-wise, I think Fermin is way better. Because people always confuse performance and skills. And those are two different things, right? Skills is talent, natural talent. And then performance is actually being able to put that talent to work, right? And you need both. You need to have talent and you have to have performance. Joao Felix, incredibly talented player. Very talented player. But performance-wise, he's absolute shit. So he doesn't work out. Rafinha, incredible performance. Skill-wise, he's not really that skilled. He's not your most talented player. But, you know, his performance, he performs at such a high level that it overshadows his lack of talent and skills. So skill-wise, I think Dani Olmo is more skilled. But performance-wise, Fermin is, you know, miles ahead because Olmo, you know, almost sneezes and he gets injured. So, yeah. And plus Fermin, I see Fermin always a lot more motivated. Fermin is like another Gabi, just constantly motivated. Oh, no! I forgot to start the timer. Damn it. Hold on. Second half play. We're going to add 31 seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. All right, there we go. I think the timer now is caught up. Okay. All right, let's go. Second half. Not a lot of changes. I'm very surprised. I thought Flick was going to do what he did in the preseason tour where he just took everyone out and brought in a completely new 11. But I see that the only people who he changed is Kunde for Eric. And it looks like Ferran for... Who did Ferran come in for? Was it Rashford? Yeah, it looks like Ferran for Rashford. So only 2 substitutions. I'm very surprised. I really expected, you know, Flick to just pull everyone out and bring a completely new 11. Let's see. Honored one. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Says sometimes even world-class player miss simple chances. Fans need to chill a bit. And Sammy Roque says, in my opinion, Olmo is better in small spaces, while Fermin is better in pressing and in bigger spaces. And Fermin's shot is amazing. Yeah, that's a good point. Dani Olmo is really good in small spaces. Very, very good. I mean, we've seen it how he gets shots out, even though there's like 2 or 3 people around him and with like very little space, or even he can get passes out too in very, very small space. So yeah, you're right about that. That's a good distinction. Let's see. Luis Napan says, Kunde, come on. And I thought that was Ronaldinho. Yeah, he does have the little headband that's holding his hair back. That very signature Ronaldinho. Great pass by Pedri to Balde. Balde back to Pedri. God, Pedri, what a masterclass, man. Did you see how he just turned? He had 3 people on him, and just with a simple turn, just got rid of all 3 marks. Como steal the ball. Nice Araujo there to prevent the pass. Let me see. Let me see what else. Chuchu says Fabricas acting like he wanna come beat Barcelona so bad. Chill, man. I mean, he is a Barcelona player, you know. Of course, he wants to come back and, you know, impress, but it's not working. Palle to Torres, Lamine, goal! Beautiful goal by Lamine Yamal from the edge of the box. Ferran Torres with the assist, sends it, passes it to Lamine, and Lamine, first touch, puts it in the far post. Really tough shot, by the way, given the angle, but beautiful goal by Lamine Yamal. Barcelona 5, Como 0. Let me see. I keep forgetting how to... There we go. Score. There we go. Look at that. Balde with the run. Passes it to Ferran. Ferran sees Lamine there. Great pass to Lamine, and then Lamine with his signature shot from the edge of the box. Beautiful goal. So that's 2 goals by Fermin, 2 goals by Lamine, and a goal by Coutinho. Let's see who gets the hat trick first. Let me see. Where did we leave off? Zach says Rashford missed then subbed out. More, you think that'll mess with his confidence? No, I don't think Flick subbed him out because he missed the shot. I think it's just Flick, trying out to see who's gonna replace Lewandowski. So he tried out Rashford in the first half. Now he's trying out Ferran Torres in the second half. So he sees, who's gonna. Because remember, La Liga is starting right around the corner. We got Mallorca next weekend. So, and Lewandowski's going to miss the first 3 fixtures. So I think this is just Flick trying to see who's going to be the number 9 while Lewandowski's injured. That was a weak-ass shot by Como. So I think that's what's happening. I don't think it's a punishment because he missed that open shot. I think it's just simply to try out to see who's the better 9. Let's see. Asil Sabu says Pedri too was injury prone. Look at him now. That could be almost news too. Hopefully. Lamine Yamal again cooking on the right. Heel pass to Kunde. Kunde to Fermin. Oh, Fermin wants his 3rd goal. Took a little bit too long though in stopping the ball. And great steal by Rafinha, man. Rafinha, bro. Oh, pass to Lamine. Ooh. Oh, no! Bro! Rooney, Bargi. Oh, no, it was Ferran. I forgot. Rooney's not even on the field. It was Ferran. Lamine Yamal passes it back to Ferran, and then Ferran misses a clear shot. Wide open net. But great steal by Rafinha, by the way. Rafinha passes it to Lamine, and then Lamine with the cross to Ferran. And Ferran, I don't know what the hell he does. He, trips on the ball. I'm guessing he's probably was not too sure about whether he was going to control it, shoot it. And then he just ends up pushing it out and just falling. Man. Clear shot missed. Let's see. Chuchu says Lamine is going to be a problem. Yes, he is. He's already a problem, man. But I got to say this, by the way. Lamine last season, he was very problematic to opposing teams. This summer, he looks even more problematic. And I don't know if it's because it's the preseason, it's against weak opponents like FC Seoul and Daegu and Vissel Kobe and now Como. But he looks even more dangerous than he looked last season. And I mean, beware. Oh, Rafinha to Fermin, and Fermin passed back to Rafinha, but Rafinha can't control it. Let's see. Chuchu says, nice build-up play by Balde. Absolutely. That was a great run by Balde. Draws the defender towards them, which leaves, the players behind wide open. And then from there, the play just flows, man. Just flows. Edward says, Mo, just got to say, I love the show. Great job, bro. Really great job. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Very excited to be doing that watch-along. Look at that. Lamine. I don't know what the hell Ferran did. What? Man, the goal was empty. The goalkeeper wasn't anywhere close. I think Iñaki Peña was closer to that ball than Como's goalkeeper, and Iñaki's not even playing. Oh, man. Alejandro Balde with a mistake. Tries the back pass. Gives it to the Como player. Couldn't they get there, bro? Look at Ronaldinho. Oh, man. French Ronaldinho, bro. French Ronaldinho messed up. He passed the ball to Como. Oh, great job by Joan Garcia. I think he blocked it with his knee. It was pure reflexes. Kevin says, I'm off, Mo, and watching you straight from Ghana. Well, welcome, my friend. Welcome. And Edward says, y'all think a really good goalkeeper is worth 10 games every season, or is it 10 points? What? A really good... I don't know if I understand your question. Kilwell says it's not even a question. I would start Rashford over Ferran. The difference is talent. It's like heaven and earth. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Rashford is obviously way more talented than Ferran. But again, we're forgetting the second part of that equation. It's not just about talent. It's about performance. And, last season, Ferran performed. He put out, 19 goals and Can't remember if it was like 7 assists or 13 assists, or I think it was 13 assists. Something crazy. So it's not just talent, it's also performance. So that's why Flick is trying out both. Paul says, Joan is what we needed. OMG. Yeah, he's looking good, man. His reflexes are on point. Kirk says, hey, Mo, watching from Cameroon. All right, welcome all the way from Cameroon. Alex says, Mo, when your YouTube channel gets bigger, so you see yourself quitting your job and becoming a full YouTuber. Man, if I could live off the YouTube channel, I totally would. Because, I mean, for two reasons. A, it's obviously my bigger passion. Obviously, football, to me, it's a lot more exciting than being a lawyer. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy being a lawyer. It's not like I hate my job or anything like that. But obviously, we're talking about football. It's a lot more fun, right? Nobody goes to a stadium to watch lawyers, right? and scream, yeah, when the lawyer wins his case. And second, because I have so many ideas that I want to do, so many ideas for content. But unfortunately, I can't do it because, time. I don't have the time. So if I could dedicate full time to the channel, I would bring you so much more content than just news. I have so many ideas on things I want to do that I've had for a long time, by the way, but there's no time. There's no time. So yeah, I would totally love to do this full time. But, right now it's impossible because the channel doesn't make that much money. The referee decided yo, it's 5-0. Let me get in here. Coach, let me in. Let's see. Barca Talk says, now Ferran and Rashford missed sitters. Yeah, the two of them. Luis says, I seen though Ter Stegen isn't play a single minute. We don't know that. I think the problem with Ter Stegen is that people have a lot of short memory. People forget that Ter Stegen was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. It's not like he was some bum that he didn't know what he was doing. So I don't think he's gonna play because Barcelona want him out. But I wouldn't say that he's not gonna play because he's not good enough, because he is. He's an elite goalkeeper at the end of the day. Jabba the Hutt says, I believe that if Barca don't find a number 9 next season, they will renew. No, I don't think so. I think Lewandowski, that's it. I don't think they'll renew him. I don't think Lewandowski would want to be renewed. I mean, he's gonna be 37 by next summer, and at some point, you just gotta hang out the boots because your body starts telling you to, right? Because recovery times become a lot longer. You're sore a lot more. You're in pain a lot more. You wake up every morning and you feel like a bus hit you. So eventually, even if you don't want to, your body will tell you enough, and then you'll be like, okay. Your legs start to hurt. You're always in pain. You're always sore. I don't see Barcelona doing it. I don't see Lewandowski wanting to do it because, it's too much, man. We don't. Our bodies were not built to compete at this level, and this takes a lot of toll to compete at that high level. That's why athletes only play until their early 30s. Obviously, there's exceptions like Penaldo and Messi and Lewy, but our bodies were not meant to compete at this level. Not the Gamer says, Como have the Real Betis winger duo. And also, Not the Gamer also says, Araujo doing good his game. And Soleiman says, both Ferran and Rashford both assisted and missed. Yeah, they both assisted and missed. Even though, I got to say, Rashford's assist was a little bit better because with Ferran, his assist, that goal was mostly Lamine. It's Lamine who puts that very difficult shot from that angle into the goal. Where with Rafinha's goal, it was mostly Rashford's pass because all Rafinha had to do is push it, right? Whenever you have a goal and assist, it's always it's not always. Sometimes it's 50-50, but a lot of times you have either it's mostly the assist provider that did all the work and the goal scorer barely pushed it, or sometimes the assist provider barely does anything and it's the goal scorer who does most of the work. So in this case, it was like that. It was inverted, right? Rashford did most of the work and Rafinha just pushed it in. Here, Lamine did most of the work and Ferran just made the pass. Oh! I really thought that in. This Como player trying to pull a Fermin. He's like, I want to score from outside the box too. Well, you can't, bro, because you suck. Chuchu says, Pedri is taking it slow this game. Yeah, I don't think there's any need at this point to go ham. It's a preseason match. It's a friendly. It's 5-0. No need to go balls to the wall. Billy Mack says, "What's good, Mo? What's good, man?" And Kilbert says, "I want Casado in instead of Frankie." Yeah, I want to see Casado in. I want to see Gabi in. I want to see Dro in. I would like to see Bruni Bargi in. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping that the entire 11 will be just switched out. But I don't know. Flick only did Kunde and Ferran. Maybe because the Mallorca match is right around the corner. So Flick is, trying to get his starting 11, like fully ready. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I was hoping to see a completely different 11 in the second half. Let's see. And Kill Bill said, "Agree, Rashford assist was more complicated." Sulaiman says, "I really agreed. Rashford's goal was mostly finished the work." Yep. Billy Mack says, "Rashford looked fast turning that corner before the pass." Yeah, he really did. Which is something that Ferran doesn't have. All right, Ferran doesn't have that speed that Rashford has. But again, not to take anything from Ferran, I think Ferran had an incredible season last season, coming off the bench, being a super sub. Sammy says, "We don't really have any super promising 9 coming from La Masia. Do we? We have Oscar Gistau. Oscar Gistau is a promising center forward in La Masia, but he's still young. He's, I think, 15 or 16. So he still needs some time. But yeah, we do have Gistau. Hamad says, "Yo, Mo, how are you? Quick question. Your Arabic pronunciation is perfect. If I may know how." I'm fluent in Arabic, that's why. I'm fluent in Arabic and I'm fluent in Spanish. Let's see. Sean says, "Team lose some intensity in the second half." I mean, also, you can't blame them. Again, the scoreline is 4-0. It's a friendly match. There's no reason why the team should still be going at it, full throttle. Not the gamer says, "Thoughts on Pablo Torre being a winger for Mallorca?" Honestly, I haven't seen him play, so I can't really say anything. But yeah, I have seen that he has played as a winger, but I haven't watched any of his matches or even highlights. So I couldn't say. I'm not just gonna make shit up and be like, sounds like a good idea, because I haven't seen it. Gilbert Matt says, "I don't want Araujo to be the starter when the league starts. Chris is the man." I wish Flick would bring in Christensen right now so we can also see him, next to Kouarsi. Alex says, "Mo, what do you think if Barca signs Messi for one game, but when the new stadium is fully open?" I mean, there's no need to sign him, right? The plan is to bring Messi back for the opener, and he can be part of the whole ceremony. And I mean, if you want him to play there, you can always invite Inter Milan for a friendly match, for like a Joan Gamper Trophy match at the Camp Nou. But there's no need to sign him. Plus, Messi doesn't want anything to do with Laporta. So, as long as Laporta's the president, Messi's kind of like, don't call me, don't talk to me, I don't exist until Laporta leaves. Which is funny because people were like, "Oh, Messi didn't get along with Matt. See, he was right. Ter Stegen is, awful person." But then they don't say that about Laporta and Messi. Where's that same argument? Messi warned us about Laporta. I don't hear that. That's because people use whatever they want to use just to suit their narrative, and they ignore everything else. Let's see. Vito says, "Hi, Mo, watching Croatia." All right, Croatia, let's go. And OGX says, "Heads up, your commentary is about 5 seconds behind, and the timer is about 8 to 9 seconds behind." So my timer and my commentary is aligned with what I'm watching on the YouTube channel. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm watching the YouTube channel, the Barcelona YouTube channel. So, nothing I could do, my friend. Nothing I could do. Let's see. Sammy Roque says, "Thanks, Mo. We'll have to be checking Oscar Gistau more." And Kibble Gistau is 17, but he's injury prone, unfortunately. Okay, 17. I know he's young, but he's supposed to be promising in that position. And Mantamanti says, "Mo." Oh, that moved. Where'd he go? How many Latinas are chilling on your couch right now? Right now, 0 Latinas, unfortunately. But, Ask me next week. Just kidding. Advantage says, oh no, wait. Luis says, I wish we still have Margiu. No. Margiu's not that all that, man. Margiu would have been a great option off the bench. Kind of like a Luke de Jong. Someone that can come in the last 10, 20 minutes and maybe score a goal. But Margiu was never the guy who, ooh, shot by Lamine. Now, Margiu was never the guy who was like, oh my God, this guy is going to be the next Luis Suarez or the next, Haaland or Lewy. Margiu was never all that. Let's see. Nikita says he is streaming live and watching the game, so the game stream will definitely be a bit behind. Now, I don't know. It's pretty matched up for me. It's synced up for me. Let's see. Masemola says, Mo, I think we must sign a world-class striker next season or soon because we are known for La Masia isn't good with strikers. I mean, that's the plan, right? And the plan is to sign someone next summer because next summer Lewandowski is going to be out. He's going to be done. His contract will be expired. And Willie says, forward your YouTube channel by pressing the forward arrow key. Let me see. Bam. That didn't work. That actually took me back. That was a terrible advice. Let me see. Let me get out of here and go back into the stream because they actually took me back. I was all of a sudden at the 64th minute. Okay. Now we're back. Oh, man. Araujo's bleeding. I missed what happened. Let me see. Oh, that's head-with-head collision. That hurts, man. And the brow is like a sensitive area. Lots of veins there. And any small hit, it can make you bleed a lot. Okay, let me see. Where did we leave off? Alex says, I only say that because we never got our last dance with Messi. I want to fill that hole in my heart. Yeah, I mean, again, we could always be invited for a friendly match, but plus you can't really sign a player for one game. It's not how it works. Willie says, oh wait, I already followed Willie's terrible advice. Not the Gamer says, in your opinion, who would you give the number 2 to? Gerard Martin or Koundé? I would give it to Koundé unless Koundé wants to remain with his number. But I would give it to Koundé. I would give it to Christensen before giving it to Gerard. And not because I have anything against Gerard. It's just, seniority. Let's see. What do we leave off? Billy Mack says, got me, Mick. There comes Marc Casado and Gabi. Finally. It's the two I wanted to see. Frankie's out. I'm guessing Pedri's going to be out too. Yep, Pedri out too. So, Casado and Gabi for Pedri and Frankie. I want to see Rooney. Flick, bring in Rooney. Let's see. Natamati says, what does the purple crown mean? What purple crown? There's a purple crown. Oh, the one next to the names. I think that's top fans. That's what it means. I don't know how this system calculates top fans. I don't know if it's people who are commenting a lot or that comment a lot in general. But the crown says it means top fans. Again, don't ask me how. It decides who's a top fan and who's not. Let's see. Alex says, hey, Mo, are you belted in Jiu-Jitsu? I'm a blue belt under the 10th planet system. Nice. Nice. I'm a blue belt under the Machado. Even though tomorrow I'm starting new school. I'm going to be going to the Meow Brothers studio. Very excited. Class is at 7 a.m. I'm not a morning person. So it's going to be really interesting. That means I'm going to have to wake up at 6. Leave the house at 6:30. We'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I'm excited to start training under the Meow Brothers. No, they're not cats. That is actually their last name, Meow Brothers. Let's see. Vito Vito says we gotta see more of Fernandez cousins. Oh, Sergio Roberto is coming out. Oh, Sergi, we miss you, bro. But just as a person, not as a player. Stenbergen says he seems like he has mastered the high line. Who has? Let's see. Stenbergen says, what is your take on Ronald Araujo today? I really can't say much because the Barcelona's defense have not been, have not been put to work that much. Como's attacks have been mostly stopped in the midfield. So I can't really say. I can't say. Not the gamer says Rashford gave me depression. Yeah. Kay says Frankie internationally kicked the ball out of the changes to come on. For the changes to come on. Oh, intentionally. Got it. Let's see. Kill Bill says good subs. Gabi is good backup for Pedri. And let's see. And Not the gamer says Nico Paz is better than Vinny. I don't know about that, but I mean after the last season Vinny had. And Morrison says Ferran can play center forward. No need to get another striker. No, we need to. Ferran cannot be our starting center forward. Just because he can play it. I mean, we're talking about an incredibly sensitive position, right? And a team as big as Barca, a team that aspires to win everything, cannot have someone like Ferran as their starter, number 9. It's fine as a sub. It's fine to start here and there. But as your actual, you don't go from having people like Lewandowski, Luis Suarez, Ronaldo Nazario, who else play? Thierry Henry. You don't go from people like that to freaking Ferran. You just don't. It's kind of like when Real Madrid, when Penaldo left Real Madrid and they signed, what's that guy's name? The one who they gave the 7 to. Blanking on his name, but it's like that, man. You don't go to Ferran Torres being your starting center forward. Ooh, great pass by Conde to Lamine. Here comes Lamine from the right. Oh, Lamine, what'd you do, bro? Ferran Torres was wide open. Lamine got a little bit greedy, wanted his hat trick, but Ferran Torres was coming right down the middle with no mark. Great pass by Kunde, though. Great pass by Conde to Lamine. Lamine makes the run. There comes Ferran, dude, by himself. Lamine has 2 defenders on him. And I don't know what the hell does Lamine decide to do, but that should have been a pass right through the middle to Ferran. And all Ferran would have had to do is push it in. Very greedy by him. Very greedy. Dapsa says that was annoying from Lamine. Yeah, it was. Billy says, as we saw versus Inter Milan. Mustafa says Lamine can be selfish. Kill Bill says, oh, poor finish from Lamine. Somebody says if Ferran improves as much as he did last season, then maybe, but really doubt it. And Alex says, have you competed in a tournament for jiu-jitsu? I have not done tournaments. I have not done tournaments because, I don't know. I've just never really attracted me. I've fought MMA, like in an actual cage. But actual tournaments, no. Not the gamer says Mariano Diaz yes, thank you, Mariano Diaz, Madrid number 7 after Penaldo. He actually just signed with Deportivo Alaves after 1 year of free agency after leaving Sevilla. Yeah, so it's like they went from Penaldo to Mariano Diaz, and it's the same thing. You can't go from Lewy to freaking Ferran Torres. It just says you don't do that. Not at a top team. It's fine you have him on the bench. It's fine to have him cover matches here and there, but you can't have him as your starter. As your starter center forward. Gilbert says Ferran is not a starter quality. He's a club like exactly. Ferran would be a great starter center forward for a team like maybe Valencia, Athletic Club de Bilbao, but not a team like Barca. No. Prince says, bro, rate Araujo in this match. Again, I can't really say. I've been asked this a lot, but Barcelona's defense hasn't really been put under a lot of pressure, but I mean, so far he's done decently. He hasn't made any mistakes. He hasn't done anything bad. He's done his job, but I wouldn't also rate him highly because the whole defense have not been put to test. You know, Como's attacks have been having weak sauce. Mustafa says, Culés applauding Sergio Roberto was good to see. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, Sergio is still an institution, a Barca institution. I mean, he was an academy player. He spent his whole career there. You know, he's still a culé through and through. So that was definitely nice to see. Princess then rate Gabi. Bro, Gabi just came in. How do you want me to rate him? Let's see. Luis Nepan says maybe Isaac, since Newcastle doesn't like that they're going to sell him to Liverpool. Newcastle won 150 for Isaac. Not only we cannot afford that, we shouldn't pay that. Ooh. Jinx Araujo. I said he hasn't made any mistakes, and he literally goes and makes a mistake as soon as I finish that sentence. He passed it to the Como defender, but thankfully nothing came out of that. Okay, I see Rooney Bargi getting up. I see Tony Fernandez getting up. So it looks like we got some subs here. Really good anticipation by Cuarci because Araujo passes it to the Como defender, Como attacker. And then there was Pau Cuarci who anticipates and then steals it back. Ends up in a corner kick, but hey, better than a goal, right? Let's see. Not the gamer says Rooney and Dro coming in. All right, let's go. I saw Tony, but oh wait, I see Tony. I see Gerard, Martin. I see Dro. I see Christensen. I see Rooney Bargi. So it looks like lots of substitutions coming. Yeah, there go. Valdez coming out, so I guess Gerard Martin is going to be in his place. And probably Christensen in the place of Araujo. Dro will probably replace... who's still in the field? Is it Fermin? So Dro for Fermin. Dro looks interesting. I cannot figure out his like ethnic background. He looks like a little Asian, but he's not. But he's also like tan. I just cannot figure out his racial makeup. Chuchu says Tony isn't better than Dro. Dro will be here while Tony. Well, they two different positions, bro. You're comparing a right winger to a midfielder. Dabs says I want to see Christian for Araujo just because of the head injury. Let me see. Alex Gonzalez says rating the coaching staff. Everyone is asking for a rating. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Chuchu says Dro is Filipino and Spanish. That makes sense. That makes sense because, yeah, he's like, he looks a little Asian, but not fully. I guess that's because the Spanish in him. And then he looks tan. Yeah, that's kind of like Filipino tan, that shade. But that makes sense. Morrison says Barca is broke. If we can't afford Nico Williams, why will we get 150 for? We could afford Nico Williams. He just decided not to come. But yeah, no, we cannot afford 150 for Isaac or Haaland or Julian Alvarez. Like, all those are just far, far dreams. The gamer says I thought Dro was Asian. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. Hey, Mantamati says I'm Filipino too. All right, let's go. And Peng says Dro's mom is Filipino. Nice. There we go. Solved the mystery. Not the gamer says, yo, Mo, rate the grass at the stadium. So actually, it's funny you say that because every time they would show a close-up, the grass looks a little different. The grass looks like little squares. It doesn't look like a carpet, like where it's all continuous. I don't know, but I did notice that. So I guess if I had to rate the grass, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Kill Bill Mad says Chuchu has the crazy stick here, always in the comment section saying something. Dabson says Mo, this comp team is good. They might beat current Madrid. They are even keeping the ball better than us. Como. I mean, at this point, man, I feel like my high school team could beat Real Madrid, which is awesome. Obviously, I'm not complaining. Hell yeah. Um, let's see. Nikita says, please rate the camera quality. Not as good as the Camp Nou's camera quality, but definitely better than the Olympic Stadium camera quality. So we'll give it an 8.75 for the camera quality. Yo-Yo says, no, Gabi split on himself. Did you see? Spit on himself. No, I did not see that. Um, so Hale says, where is Danny Olmo? Danny Olmo had been training by himself because of muscle overload. Surprise, surprise. And even though he wasn't fully ruled out for this match, just like I said yesterday, I doubt Flick would put him in just because, Mallorca's next week, right? La Liga starts next week. So, out of precaution. Out of precaution. Out the game, it says, rate the moon over the stadium. Ooh, that I have not seen. Maybe if they'll give us a close-up, I'll be able to rate it. Let me see. Who do you guys want to score next? Who do you want to score the 6-0? I kind of want to see Rooney Bargi scoring. And maybe another goal by Dro. I think I'll be happy with that. With like a 7-0. With a goal from Dro and a goal from Rooney. Maybe another one by Tony. Fuck it, 8-0. Oh, great pass by Gerard. That was a beautiful play by Tony. The way he got rid of the pressure when Gerard Martí passed it to him. Oh, great pass from Dro to Kunde. Kunde gets into the middle. Back to Casado. Gabi to Casado. Casado to Christensen. Nice. Gabi to Dro. Here we go. Rooney didn't read the play. Rooney should have made a run when Dro had the ball. And Dro could have passed it to him. Let's see. Who is playing on the left? That's Gerard, right? Yeah. Casado. To Christensen. To Dro. Here we go. Dro driving the ball forward. Give it to Rooney. Great pass from Rooney to the mid to Tony, but then Tony gets the ball stolen from him. Cornell, my man, says, hey Mo, great match so far, bruv. Indeed, indeed. Damn, look at Cuarci, man. The speed on this boy. Whew. The way he just catches up and then takes the ball so effortlessly. It's like taking candy from a little kid, bro. My God. Gilbert says, by the way, Dro and Tony both are AM, but they could play as left wing and right wing. Well, Tony's more as a right winger. The one who plays more as an AM is his brother. I'm sorry, not his brother, his cousin, Guille. But yeah, Tony can play in that position, but he's more of a right winger. Let's see. Mantamante says Gerard Maldini. Luis says the second team looks better, like tactically, but the first team has more quality. Well, I think what it is that the second team is more motivated, right? The first team is kind of like, it's a friendly match. I don't give a shit. But the second team is kind of like, I want to earn a spot, right? So I think that's probably why. But yeah, no, I see the second team is moving the ball a lot faster than the first team, because it's kind of like the same thing we saw all throughout the preseason tour in Asia, where the first team would be like low intensity, but whenever they wanted to, they would put their foot on the accelerator and, and make things happen, score a goal. And then they would go back to slow. Versus the second team, it was constant, like, foot on the accelerator. Because obviously the second team is a lot more motivated because, it's all subs, right? They all want to earn their spot. They all want to show what they're made of. Not the gamer says Alex Valle would start at Real Madrid. Yeah. And Yomi Dora says that this tram is promising. Hit that like button, guys. Thank you, my friend. Yes, please hit the like button. And again, I'm going to be doing these watch-alongs every single match as long as it's on the weekend because, I cannot do watch-alongs during the week because I work. Unfortunately, I have bills to pay. I wasn't born with a trust fund. So you know, I have to work. Let's see. Marek with the donation. Thank you so much, my friend, for your generosity. He says, Mo, I told you we need a left-footed center back. We do. We have one. We have Gerard Maldini. I mean, is it better to have one? Sure. But is it an absolute necessity? No. It's not a total necessity. But it is helpful to have it. It is helpful. And there aren't many for some reason. I guess because there's more right-footed people than left-footed, but yeah. Not the gamer says that center back that wanted to pick a fight with Lamine got 5 goals dropped on his face, so he finally calmed down. Yeah. He was like, ah, man, maybe I should stay quiet. I'm getting destroyed over here. I mean, that's probably why he reacted the way he reacted to begin with. He was probably just frustrated because Lamine was cooking him all match. Let's see. Man, I haven't eaten anything besides this bagel all day, guys. I'm starving. I'm surprised Joan Garcia stayed the whole match. I thought maybe Flick would give some minutes to Szczesny, or at least to Cochen just to try him out. Max says, what do you think about Araujo? Would he be the starting center back or Christensen? I have a feeling it's going to be Araujo. Just because, you know, the weight. You know, he's a captain. Deco really bets on him. He's just renewed. My feeling is going to be Araujo. But, depending on how the season goes, Christensen might end up stealing it. Let's see. Alex says, we have the same parents, Mo. Instead of giving us generational wealth, they gave us good work ethic. Amen to that, my friend. I gotta say, though, I would have preferred generational wealth. This whole working and paying bills it's not fun, man. It's not fun. And Luis says, you remember Faye or Imon Cospo? I think they would have been perfect backup left-footed center back. No, I'll tell you why. And it's funny that you bring those two because they're actually kind of like very similar cases, right? Cospo, not a single person know who Cospo is, right? Barcelona sell him, and then people lose their shit. They're like, oh my God, we lost the next Maldini. Which reminds me of what happened with Mika Fai, right? Barcelona sell Mika Fai, and people lose their shit. And where's Mika Fai now? Like, have you heard anything about him? Because I haven't. I think he's in a French league or something. Oh, great pass between Dro and Kunde, and then it gets a little bit intercepted. But yeah, so the two do remind me of each other, but not because they're so amazing, but because they got overhyped by the fans. So yeah. Let's see. Sammy says, Kouarsi staying left center back with Christensen makes me think also it's going to be Araujo. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be Araujo. Which is a shame because I think Christensen is a better fit. But Araujo is a better defender under a different system. Does that make sense? Like, skill-wise, I think Araujo is a lot better defender than Christensen. But in this system, Christensen is a better defender. So if Araujo can learn the system, he would be like a killer center back, but until that happens, I think Christensen is a much better option. Let's see. Marvin says second half is a shame for football. No, I wouldn't say that. It's just, you know, it's 5-0. It's a friendly match. But if anything, the second team is actually trying a little bit more than the first one. It's just obviously the first half team had a lot more quality. Oh, watch out. Como defender going. Ooh! Did Joan Garcia touch that? Or did Diao completely miss it? I want to see the replay. I want to see if Joan Garcia put a touch on that. No, it doesn't look like it because he's grabbing the ball too, like. Okay, wow. Let's see. Not the gamer says Mika Fai is still better than current Rudiger. I mean, to be honest, anybody's better than Rudiger at this point. Edward says, wasn't that a pass back? What was? Not the gamer says we have Maldini on the team. Gerard Maldini. And Demante says, Mo, do you feel like our squad is competitive enough? Yeah, I think so. I think we already had a competitive squad last season to win the Champions League. And now the squad has only gotten better because the players are now better after. See, look at the grass. It looks like little squares there. But anyways, I feel like the squad is obviously better now because now they've spent a whole year together. They've learned to play the system better. They've learned to play together better. Flick is probably gonna be better because now he's learned too from his team, from his players. And on top of that, we have Joan Garcia, we have Rashford, we have Rooney Bargi, we have a deeper bench. So I think we already had a deep squad for a competitive squad for Champions League, and now we even have a better squad. So yeah, I absolutely do. Malik says you can't learn a grown dog. You can't teach a grown dog, an old dog, new tricks. I don't think that's necessarily true. You remember Kunde? He was always a center back, so he was always a defensive profile. And then he started training to learn how to attack better, and he improved. So I don't think that's necessarily true. Obviously, your talent is not going to get better with age, but your performance can. Right? Players usually... Oh, that's it. Match over. Barcelona 5, Como 0. But just to finish my thought, I don't think you can... I think the skills, talent, that kind of stops developing around maybe your early 20s, 20, 21, 22. But you still keep getting better as you hit your prime. Why? Even though your skills are not improving. It's because your performance does, right? So your performance can improve. So you can still improve. Let's see. Luis says, this Joffre kid now, what a backup to have from what we saw in a preseason. Agreed. Too bad he didn't get any minutes. He came in and then the referee blew the whistle. Paul Diaz says, what is your honest opinion on Gabi? I like Gabi a lot. I think he's a complete player. Oh, there's Ter Stegen. So I guess he was at the match. Gabi, I think he's a complete midfielder. I mean, he's a builder and a destroyer, right? He can build plays from the midfield, but he can also track back and, destroy the opposing team's build-up. So I really like Gabi. Bank says, Como had good shots on target, but Joan Garcia saved them. Yeah, Joan Garcia had 2 good saves. The last one, it doesn't look like it was a save. The last one looks like Diao shot it over the bar. Let's see what else. Let me see if I skipped any comments that I didn't read. But anyways, that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the first watch along of this season. Again, I'll be doing watch alongs all season, as long as the match is on the weekend. And now with the season, set to begin next week against Mallorca, we'll continue doing it. Good match by Barcelona. First half, way more superior Barcelona to Como. Not surprising there. 5 goals in the first half. Second half, 4 goals in the first half. Second half, the 5th one came in. Lots of substitutions, and then from there, it's kind of like everybody reduced their intensity. Como did, so did Barcelona. But overall, good match. Good way to end the preseason. 4 victories out of 4 victories. A total of 20 goals in favor and 4 goals against. That's pretty impressive. That means for every goal that Barcelona conceded, they scored 5. Which again, this goes towards the point that I've always said. Barcelona is always going to concede games. This Barca is always going to concede goals, because that's just how they play. It's an offensive system where all the players are attacking. They're always looking for a goal. So obviously that leaves them exposed and people will score goals. But as long as you outscore your opponents, you're good. And this is a great example. 20 goals in favor, 4 conceded. Again, you got to concede goals, but as long as you respond to that and score more, you should be fine. Let me read a few more comments and then I got to go. I will do a post-match live analysis after this, analyzing the match more. And of course, I will do the news videos because, we still have to do the news videos. But let me see. Maddox says, why Marcus was subbed off? I think it was just Flick trying out to see, who will be his 9 since Lewandowski will be out. Will be out for the first 3 fixtures of La Liga. Alex says the watch along are going to have my mental health from these ESPN commentators. I'm glad, man. Yeah, I hate those ESPN commentators. And Davin says I would rate Araujo performance an 8 out of 10. For whatever little job the defense had to do, can only rate based on what he faced. I would do a 7.5, but 7.5, 8. I think it's fine. But anyways, that is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to the watch along. Again, I will be doing watch alongs all season long. I will see you guys in the post-match live analysis and also in the news videos, which I will post later tonight.